Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with part 2 of the digital files or digital prints that we are having a 80% off sale. We've pretty much added everything. My son was supposed to add the books over the weekend because someone mentioned that they weren't there. So I'll go check to make sure they're there. And before we get started, to show you the second part, there's going to be a third part. I think I'm going to have the fall and Christmas and our special collections all in one video because there is so much here and there's quite a bit I want to talk about. So first of all, I have received dozens of email, if not hundreds of emails of, past students that have taken classes and they don't have access anymore. I will get to you. There is just so many and it takes me a while because I have to go find your order and then I have to, send you an email for it and all that. So if you could just be a little patient. And plus we were, getting all of this ready to on the website, and something else devastating happened. And so I'm just going to need a few days and I'm not ready to talk about it, but I know I said that I was going to do this. So I'm going to do it now. So first of all, it's the acorn gnome and sunflower gnome. So that is our first one we're going to talk about. And I noticed that I know we went to 8, but I noticed that I forgot to put some stuff in there. But so anyway, these come in, I think, our 6 color families. And I'm pretty sure, acorn and sunflower, and they come in, where are they? I'm calling them the 2-inch size, and then the variety pack, so it goes from small to large. And these are super cute. I just love them so much. So that's the first one. Oh, before I forget, somebody asked me that, they said they couldn't find the white font, and I forgot to mention that last time. But for the font, so if you go to typewriter and you pick the bundle, you get both the black font and the white font. So it's both. So it's quite the good deal. You get both the white and the black. So, and then also I found the circle ones. They are so cute. So same thing, it is the font and then it is the numbers. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. You go in the one bundle, you get both the black and the white, and it's going to be in a folder that's zip, so that you'll need to open it because there were so many files we couldn't all put it, every single file separate. Anyway, let's move on. Then there is, see, this should have been in the other one, but more banners. I think I already talked about this. I must have had 2 different files. And then frames. We have the regular frames, and it comes in all of our 17 colors. And and it also comes in our family colors. And then we have polka dot frames. Same thing. Regular colors and our family colors. And then we have grid paper. This is probably one of my favorites. So we have small grid and we have medium grid. And I love that because for journaling, you could print out the 8.5 by 11 and do a page on this, but I just cut out little section, and I use it for journaling. And then you can have it in all the colors that you need. And you'll never run out because you just print it over again. So this is probably one of my favorites. So the grid. And then the next one is labels. We have different labels. I think we have label 1 and label 2. I just put them all in here, but there is different labels. Like these are like shorter, and then we have like longer ones that have circles on them, and then we have some that are just labels. And again, it comes in all our colors, but also comes in our color families. Everything is all everything. It feels kind of like my brain right now, just kind of kerfuffled. Okay, so here's a color family. That's seasoned spices, and then that's cozy cafe. Okay, so definitely right now the bundles are the best deal, because even if a bundle was $42, it was already discounted at 50% off, so $21, and then you get 80% off of that, and you get everything. Then we have the license plate, and it used to be that we had them like license plates with words, and then we had the Canadian license plate, which he did such a good job on those, and then we had the USA license plates right here. He did a really good job on those too. Really looked at what everybody's colors were, and you know what the original license plate looks like. So he did a really good job. Plus there's blank ones on the bottom, and then some just saying like, you know, what's up, it's lit, beat the heat, shoot the breeze, different things like that. But right now, when you get the bundle, you just get everything. And I think we just put everything the bundle, because at the end we were just wanted to put everything on the website, so we just put everything as bundles. So everything in all the colors. There you go. Those are the license plates. I'm struggling to find places to put stuff. Okay, so now mushrooms. We have, this is mushrooms 5 and 6. And again, it comes in the 2-inch, so like this, and then all the different sizes. It comes in all the colors, and it comes in the different sizes. Super cute. So that's mushroom 5 and 6. Then you have mushrooms 3 and 4. So that's 3. And this is 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. Sometimes I put the wrong mushroom in the file, so I was making sure that it was the correct ones. Mushrooms 3 and 4. So again, 2-inch, and then the 3 different sizes. And what I love about these mushrooms is that they come together, like when you put them on a layout. I wish I had some that was cut out. Let me see if I have some in here. Probably not. So once you cut them out, you can overlap them when you're doing your clusters, and I love that. You know, like they kind of fit together really nicely. So I really love that. So you did some that the curve went this way and some that the curve went the other way, so that you could you know, kind of fit them in. And with the different sizes, then you can make it so that they're not all huge and have a better perspective with the mushrooms. So that was 3 and 4. And then you just saw mushrooms 1 and 2. This is 1, and this is 2. Again, 2-inch size, and then the 3 different sizes. And in all our colors, and also our family colors. I was going to say specialty colors, but it's not specialty colors, it's our family colors. Okay, owls. We have 2 different kinds of owls. We have, I don't know what I think he just called him Owl. And then Fluffy Owl. He looks like he's fluffing his feathers, this one here. And again, we have the 2-inch, and then we have the 3 different sizes, and then our color families, which, you know, he picked a couple of colors and put them together. So those are the owls, and I love that some of them are awake, some of them are sleeping. Usually what I do is, you know, on a cluster, I'll put 1 awake and 1 that's sleeping. So then 1 is like on guard. He's watching out for things. Okay, let me see if we get, oh, no, that's the very end of the pile. So that was mushrooms. I might not be going in alphabet order anymore because, anyway, my brain is all over the place. So next is stars. We got 2 different sheets of stars, I think. Yeah. Here. So we have the small stars, and then I'm going to call it the 2-inch stars. We have it all in all the colors, and then we also have it in the color families, I believe. Yes, here's Seasoned Spices. And here's some more stars. I just love the patterns. Like some of them have polka dots and lines, and some of them are open stars and, you know, full color stars. So that is stars. Next is speech bubbles. So we have these. There's a few on the website, and what is there, but we have some with colors, some with lines, and then we have some with words in them, and then we have some that are grid paper. So ton of speech bubbles, and when you get them, he also made it so that you get, so that the speech bubble goes this way, and then the next sheet in that color, that part here goes the other way. So then, you know, depending where your cluster is, you can use either side of that. And it's where it's digital, you know, you don't have to print everything off. You can just print what you need at the time. Next, squares. We have 2-inch squares. These are great for foundations. So we have the 2-inch squares, and it comes in all our colors and the color families. And then we have the squares that is the different sizes, and same thing, all our colors and our specialty colors, whatever they're called. I'm not joking when I say my brain is all over the place. Okay, tabs. So same thing, we have some plain ones, we have some polka dot ones, and it comes in our color families. So like in our Seasoned Spices, Cozy Cafe, and all those. And then it comes in our regular colors. Oh, and then I just saw those here. So for the tabs, we also have what's called journaling tabs. These are great for just a little bit of journaling. Okay, that. Then tags. We have two different types of tabs or tags. We have the grid tabs, and again, in all our colors and our color families and our specialty colors, and then our assorted. I call them assorted. And same thing here, except this one here is lines. So if you prefer lines, we have tags with lines or tags with grids. So that's two of those. And then the tickets. I love these. And these we have two types. And we did one with the words on them, again, in our color families. So like the assorted, which is the seasoned spices, all those, and then in all our colors. And then when I was showing them, people from other countries made a valid point. They said, well, it would be great if they were blank, because then we could stamp in like their language. And I was like, of course, yeah. So then we made a blank one for that. So there's with words and then without in all of our colors. And you can use them as a full strip, or you can use them, you know, as a ticket, just one ticket. Love those. And the last ones for this video, I'll make another video at another time, but is our viewfinders. And we have several different types of viewfinders. We have the large viewfinders. These ones right here are called inverted because they're white, but then the color is inside here, and it comes, you know, in all our colors and our color families. Let me see if I can find those, and also in all different sizes. So we have the 2-inch, and we have the 1-inch, or this one here. I think what we did, we put 2 on one sheet because we just decided that that was a good idea. So we did 1.5, whatever these size are. This is 1.25 and 1.5 maybe, and then the 2 inches. And then you have the large ones, and then you have the 2 inches. So that's the inverted. And then what started this all, oh, there's some more here. What started this whole journey was the viewfinders, right? That was our first file that we ever released, and it was the 2-inch viewfinders. And again, it comes in all our colors and our color families, and then it comes in the 2-inch, it comes in the 1.5, and then it comes with the regular circle in the middle, it comes with the hearts in the middle, it comes with the large sizes. It also comes in polka dots, in polka, in all of the different variety. And it also came with like lines. So it's like a lined, what do you call it? Viewfinder. I guess that wasn't the last thing. The very last thing is wood slices. And I absolutely love these. So they come in the large ones, which I love to use and put a photo on there and build my cluster and, you know, my photo and everything around it. And then it comes in 2-inch. Or I guess we put them all on one sheet. That's right. maybe there's 2-inch. I don't remember. I don't have everything printed. So whatever is available will be on the bundle. But we have the large and then the different sizes. And then we have some that have a heart in the middle of the wood slices, and it comes again in the different sizes. We have one that's like an open heart and one that's a full heart. I think it is both. And then, you know, pretty sure a big one too with the open heart. So whatever is available will be in the bundle. So that is it. That is everything up to next time. I'll do all the fall files and the specialty files. I think the Easter one is in there, the Christmas, and then all of our specialty collections. So that's it. That's it for today. And again, I have seen your emails. I'm picking away at them. You know, you don't need to email me 10 times. I have seen them all. I'm just slowly picking away at them. And like I said, it does take a bit of time. The easiest way, if you are on the Facebook group, is to go there. It's under the files. I've seen that some of you were not on the Facebook group. So I just got to go through and, you know, just kind of verify everything. And I will either add you to the Facebook group or send you the files. One or the other, it is coming. I'm going to do a little bit like this week. I'm going to try and do like an hour every day working on that. So go check these out at NicoleJones911.com for 80% off. We're having a closing out sale. And again, I want to thank you so much for your support over the years. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.